Muy buenos días todos, bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy es lunes el 16 de julio, comienzo de una semana más. Good morning, welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is Monday the 16th of July and we are quickly already beginning the second half of the month of July. Ladies and gentlemen, time passes by so quickly. Creole would I say, time no take time like one time. Eso es una verdad. El tiempo ya no toma su tiempo como un tiempo. Porque en realidad el tiempo vuela. Y no espera a absolutamente nadie. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión Canal 10. Aquí en la calle San Lorenzo. Justo enfrente de del ITVET y Bishop Martin High School. Aquí en Trial Farm, digo Trial Farm porque un lado de la calle es Orange Walk y el otro lado ya estás en Trial Farm. Orgullosamente estamos transmitiendo de Trial Farm y tenemos arreglos con las distintas compañías proveedoras de señal de cable que permite que nuestro señal Canal 10 se vea por todo el país de Belice. También estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde la torre aquí en San Lorenzo Road que permite que las aldeas en una circunvecindad de 20-25 millas alrededor del pueblo de Orange Walk puedan vernos claro y nos puedan ver también, importantemente, absolutamente gratis. Un saludo atento a todas las personas que optan vernos a través de esa forma y aquí bastante animados por su preferencia. Es un gran gusto saludarles. También recordándoles de que estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde en el internet. Simplemente tienes que entrar en el programa YouTube y teclear Sugar City Morning Show. Y donde sea en el mundo que estés, puedes verlo. Y puedes verlo como está archivado, está grabado. Puedes verlo durante el curso del día a la hora que te pegue la gana. Un gran gusto saludarles, compañeros. Vamos a continuar con nuestro show como siempre con una oración porque hoy estamos vivos, hoy abrimos los ojos y tenemos que estar agradecidos por esta bendición. Padre, te doy las gracias por tus bendiciones. Hoy permitiste que abramos los ojos una vez más. Te agradezco el amor que tienes para nosotros, Padre, donde a través de ese amor incondicional y tremendo nos das y nos das y nos das. Nos das vida, nos das salud, nos das fuerzas, nos ofreces el perdón si así lo queremos. Nos das tu gracia, nos das experiencias. Bueno, todo nos das. Y agradecidos estamos todos, Padre. Te pido que nos continúes bendiciendo y que también nos ayudes, especialmente a las personas que más necesitan de tu ayuda, a los enfermos, a las enfermas que en los hospitales, a los niños desamparados, a los ancianos también que están pasando por tiempos difíciles, también a las personas que están pasando el tiempo difícil emocionalmente y espiritualmente con la pérdida de un ser querido. Guíalos, Padre, confórtalos. Y por todos nosotros que tengamos un bonito día. Padre, te adoramos, te bendecimos tu nombre siempre. Buenos días, de nuevo si nos acabas de sintonizar, las 7:08. Quiero enviar saludos atentos a todas las personas que están cumpliendo años hoy, 16 de julio, y también las personas que están celebrando aniversarios, hoy 16 de julio. También quiero unirme con todo el resto del mundo para felicitar a Francia, a todos los franceses porque se ganaron el mundial. Ayer vivimos esos momentos especiales, esos momentos de mucho entusiasmo, cuando desde muy temprano nos pegamos al televisor para ver el final de la competencia del mundial. Francia salió victorioso y un partido bastante bastante alegre. Yo en realidad, yo tenía mi equipo preferido y eso es Croacia. Bueno, nunca lo había visto jugar, pero me gustaba el modo que jugaba, que no se dejaba. Era un equipo que pues no se dejaba tumbar. No se dejaba tumbar por nada. Y recuerdo muy bien cuando jugó contra Japón, que Japón los tenía 2-0 y tan de repente, ¡pups!, cambió el escenario con 3-2. Croacia estando por encima. Y ese espíritu de no darse. Pero Francia los logró hasta cierto punto controlar. Y pues hay que aceptar de que Francia, bueno, siquiera por la primera mitad del partido, Francia estaba adelante simplemente por buena suerte, porque Croacia le estaba jugando mejor que Francia. Sin embargo, Francia se puso bastante agresivo en la segunda porción y la segunda mitad, y lograron vencer a Croacia 4-2. También tuvo mucho que ver, yo creo, el desánimo de parte de Croacia, porque ya luego de 3 o 4 goals, pues ya lo encuentras bastante difícil poder ponerte de vuelta ¿cómo diría yo? En una situación mental, emocional, donde siempre puedes tener ánimo y decir, lo podemos hacer. Pero ya cuando el desánimo ya entra, ya entonces, ya eso es punto final. Compañeros, también quiero, vamos a ver qué sucede en realidad en Qatar 2022. Qatar es un país pequeño, pero uno de los países ricos que se encuentra en la península arábica, en el Medio Oriente. Y pues aparte de eso, vamos a ver cuándo Belice se logra destacar en poder calificar para ir a un mundial. Vamos a ver, quizás milagros sí suceden. Vamos a ver si para este mundial podemos lograr calificar. También quiero recordarles de que hoy, comienzo de otra semana, si es que no se han ido a registrar, pónganlo en su agenda. Recuerden que sin el registrarte no vas a poder ir a votar, y es importante que tú ejerzas ese derecho. Mucha gente murió, mucha gente peleó para que todos podamos tener ese privilegio, ese derecho, no privilegio, derecho de poder votar. No es un privilegio, es un derecho que todo ciudadano tiene. Anteriormente las mujeres no podían votar, y a menos de que tengas terrenos y seas tú un hombre rico, entonces podías votar. Pero ahora date cuenta que el sufragio es universal, y debemos de reconocer de que ese es un derecho, pero uno de los más grandes dones que nos han dado, el poder votar. Por eso cuando escuchas de que gente está vendiendo su voto, digo, esto nunca jamás debe suceder. Ni que uno te lo compre, ni que el otro ni que tú que lo vendas. Eso no se hace. Eso absolutamente no se hace. Pues vamos antes de ir a una pausa, tengo que agradecerle a los patrocinadores: Belize Tourist Board, Jamal Vega & Sons, A&R Stores, Gillette's Meat Shop, Vega Distributors, Government of Belize Information Service, St. Anthony's Trading Company, Telemedia, Vega Imports, and Belize Marketing Board. También un día bastante bonito ayer, antier, en Sugar Fest. Ojalá y te hayas divertido todos. Vamos a una pausa, compañeros, las 7:13, y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes con mucho que discutir luego de esta pausa. Vamos a esto.
Hi. Hi, I'm Judy Hua, and I'll let you know about my DigiNet experience. It was so easy. Literally, they just asked for a few things like my ID, they asked for my address, and they even asked me questions that how could they improve their service. I won't lie, I'm a social media holic. I would surely recommend it to my friends, especially when we're doing our FaceTime calls or WhatsApp calls. You know, our calls won't get dropped.
See you guys in a bit then.
For my professional side, well, I do television, so for me, we have to download a lot of files. We have to ensure that when we receive them, we check them before it goes on air, and DigiNet has made that experience easy for me. I have the 5 meg plan, which is wonderful because it's only $69. So I'm really glad that they did the promotion in my area in Kingsport. I was the first one to sign up.
Now available in Vicente and Delamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Attention all parents and students. A&R Stores countrywide announced the arrival of their back-to-school inventory. If you need school bags and knapsacks, say no more. A&R Stores have the largest assortment of knapsacks in the country with brands like Jansport, Capsule and Everest, famous for their resistance and durability. If you need school supplies, A&R Stores have everything. Yes, everything you'll need, such as exercise books, composition books, lunch bags, folders, and a whole range of school supplies and arts and craft material. A&R Stores, your #1 store for back-to-school supplies. Visit them at any of their 8 locations. A&R Store, where our prices make the difference.
The Belize Tourism Board takes this opportunity to remind all tour operators, stakeholders and the general public that the BTB Tour Operator Regulations make provisions for the following categories of tour operators. A. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally, including guided dive and snorkeling tours to tourist sites within Belize. B. An individual or company that executes countrywide tour packages, including lodgings, meals, and guided tours to tourist sites in Belize by air, sea, or land. C. An individual or company that offers localized tour packages of any nature to guests and guided tours to tourist sites in Belize. D. An individual or company including without limitation all types of hotels and tourist accommodation, involved in ground operation tour services, or works with international tour individuals. E. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally and subcontracts its tour services to an entity in Belize. F. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally and executes, arranges, or coordinates tour packages of any nature to guests and visitors to Belize. G. An individual or company which, either wholly or in part, provides or organizes tours, journeys, or tourist services for visitors to Belize by way of transport, accommodation, tours, or guides. H. An individual or company which executes, arranges, organizes, and or coordinates dive and marine-based tour services. The BTB would also like to inform stakeholders that under the law and without any exception, all tour operators must have a valid license in order to operate a tour business in Belize. Such license shall expire annually on the 31st December of each year. Tour operators are also required to use only licensed tour guides. Licensed tour guides, therefore, shall not offer their services individually. They must be employed or operate under a tour operator. Any person found guilty will be liable to pay a fine of $5,000 or 6 months in prison or both. Tour operators, stakeholders, and the general public are asked to be vigilant against infringement of the law and to report these immediately to the Police Tourism Board.
Give me the real milk, the #1 milk, Donna milk, then love Donna milk. You can rip it scream, but Donna milk it is real, yes, Donna milk, then love Donna milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Donna milk, then love Donna milk. Donna milk in the morning, Donna milk in the evening, Donna milk. Give me Donna milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Donna milk, then love Donna milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Donna milk. Give me Donna milk. Say in Tangriga, down south in Fiji, Donna milk, then love Donna milk. You can hear this dog. Ours is in Orange Walk, yeah, Donna milk. I love Donna milk. Donna milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Donna.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is a pleasure, as always, to greet you and to wish you all the best. Buenos días de vuelta, son las 7:21 minutos. Un gran gusto saludarles y desearles, como siempre, todo lo mejor para el día de hoy y siempre. It's always a pleasure as well to welcome my good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Checky.
Good morning,
How are you
Emmanuel.
doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, my brother. I hope you're okay as well.
I am quite well, thank you. I'm quite good.
Yeah, like we always say, Pa, we have to give thanks and pray because they have this, they say about TGIF, thank God it's Friday. We have to thank God for every day. Every day, every hour, every minute, every second. You know, so we thank God for giving us the chance and the opportunity.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be sharing now the general weather forecast. What happens is that sometimes when we tune in at 7 o'clock, the data has not been updated. So we find that it's easier to do it a little bit later. Relatively moist and unstable conditions exist over the area today. The 24-hour forecast says it's going to be sunny with some cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will occur mostly over central and northern areas today. But it says a few showers and isolated thunderstorms will occur mostly over central and northern areas today, then mainly over the south tonight. So we might get a little shower or two, or maybe none at all, because it doesn't define exactly where. But the possibility exists that this afternoon we may get a shower here in Orange Walk Town. I'm speaking relative to Orange Walk Town. The winds blowing from the east-northeast at 5 to 15 knots. The sea stayed choppy. There are no warnings in place at the moment. Temperatures along the coast, a high of 88 and a low of 80. Inland, a high of 91 degrees and a low of 74 degrees. And in the hills, a high 83 degrees and a low of 70 degrees. The outlook for tomorrow, Tuesday and Tuesday night, is for generally fair weather, with only isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms during the day, and a slight increase over the south during the night. And the sun sets this evening at 6:30 and the sun rises tomorrow at 6:27. Buenos días, compañeros. Gran gusto saludarles. Hoy por la mañana, el 16 de julio. Dense cuenta que hace 16 días empezamos el mes de julio, pero por una razón u otra pareciera como si nada más fue la semana pasada. Ya estamos empezando la segunda mitad del mes de julio y tan pronto, entre 2 semanas, ya estamos comenzando el mes de agosto. Está volando el tiempo. Ya luego agosto vas a oír ya luego hip hip hooray. Viene septiembre y pasa el tiempo rápidamente, compañeros, y ya luego de septiembre empezamos todo y continuamos con todas las celebraciones de independencia y ya como nada, ya estamos en octubre y ojalá y que este año no tengamos huracanes. Pero vamos a ver qué dice el pronóstico, el reporte del tiempo, que hoy la situación general, condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables están controlando el clima sobre nuestra área hoy. Entonces, para las siguientes 24 horas estará soleado y con unos periodos de nubosidad hoy y durante el día y parcialmente nublado por la noche. Y luego unos chubascos y tormentas aisladas estarán ocurriendo sobre las porciones del centro y del norte del país hoy y luego sobre el sur del país por la noche. Los vientos del este-noreste, 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado. Temperaturas por la costa, una máxima de 88, una mínima de 80. En el interior del país, 91 grados y 74 grados como una mínima. Y por las colinas, únicamente 83 grados y una baja de 70 grados. No hay ninguna advertencia en el lugar, gracias a Dios. Se espera que mañana martes y mañana martes por la noche tengamos buen tiempo y con la posibilidad de chubascos aislados o tormentas aisladas durante el curso del día y luego un incremento leve de humedad y chubascos para el sur del país durante el curso de la noche. El sol se oculta hoy a las 6:30 y el sol sale mañana a las 5:27 minutos. 5:27 minutos. Así que le damos las gracias a Angelia Guy por esa información y a todas las otras personas trabajando en Belize Med Service. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Y gracias a Chucky también por esa información.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you very much.
How was did you manage to go to Sugar Fest for a while?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I take one circle there in support, no?
Of course.
I went early. I went about probably around 9:30, 10.
Oh, you're the early bird, okay.
Yeah, because I will work in the evening, so take the morning to do what I need to get done. But it was fairly well attended. I understand later on in the evening it was packed. When I went there, the band was playing from Corozal, the Caribbean Roots. Okay. I must say that they did a very good job. That group is made up of some very seasonal musicians from all the way back from Crosstown.
Seasoned?
Yeah, seasoned musicians. No? And then we got a big fat man on the stage with a pink shirt, with a big hat.
I wonder who that is. I wonder a big fat man with a big
pink
hat.
Shirt.
A pink shirt?
Yes, a big hat.
A big hat.
The man will rile up the crowd.
Really?
Yeah. But you
was
know
he any good?
Why the man do you think? Why the man always represent, man?
He represent?
Yeah.
Congratulations then.
Yeah, the man always represent. Yeah.
And he made the crowd laugh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Not at him.
Not at him?
Not at him.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's good because...
Dylan, congratulations. I hear you did a good job.
Tell the man himself?
Man, of course. You know I mean it.
Yeah, well, we wish Morris the best buyer. Morris going to Belmopan today. Yeah, I don't know if Raheem going buy Morris going to Belmopan today, so I don't know if the band know them on the road or they're at the farm or where there, but I understand the man they celebrate a special occasion today. But when I tell you nothing kind of way, tell you when the man come, I tell you what the man they celebrate today. a special occasion. Something
And
bright.
you have me lost.
But yeah, Emmanuel, it was well attended, and you know the persons from the villages, they have the people from your creek out there, but they sell Reno and things like that. We had Mama's group, those charitable groups. We had ASR, they had a section where they have some of them big machineries and so people could see part of the little process. I never really see it, because it never started yet. We had, I think, Liku was there, among other persons that were selling, and I was glad to see that so many people had the Sugar Fest shirts. I don't know if the shirts them for sell or they were giving them away, but a lot of people had the Sugar Fest shirt.
And they're actually quite nice, you know.
Yeah, nice shirt, you know. But we have to commend BSI ASR, because you see, I think the criteria, the motive behind it is to bring the farmers and the persons that work at the factory together for a day, like a family day, no? You know, which is good, because when time crop the cane farmers, and they bring in cane, the person where they work at the mill, they work in there, so then people like not really interact. So it's good to bring everybody together in one place, no?
But not only that, but importantly enough, and the way I was thinking about it is that to create a greater consciousness of the importance of the sugar industry, and here in Belize, and especially here in the north, where the main focus is on trying to get quality cane so that we can get good prices in our sugar. You know, so that's very crucial. That's a very crucial message, and even the mascot, I think, was named aptly Juan Sucro Calidad.
What?
And
that
was the mascot.
Oh, the mascot.
Okay, and again, I'd like to offer my congratulations to all the organizers, and hope that next year. I was there for a short while.
Okay.
A very short while.
So you never see the man in the pink shirt then?
Not really. You see, what happened is that on Saturday I had a task all on my own that I had to do, and I was kept busy until almost 6 o'clock. So I only spared a couple of minutes to go there for just to see what was going on. But again, my congratulations, and hope to be a part of it for next year as well.
Emmanuel, I'm trying to find this story here, because the report that came out from Elections and Boundaries is close to 30,000 persons went to register.
Have went to register
in 2 weeks. No, last week we reported about 16,000. No? So close to 30,000 has went through the process of re-registering.
Well,
so
actually, we're doing decent, but I think that if the first week was 16,000 something, I would have thought that the second and third week we would have picked up some momentum and to get more people into register, because we definitely need to remember that. And I think at the end of the day, everybody is going, or the vast majority is going to register. It's just that sometimes some people do these things at their own pace. You know, it's their program first, and then if they have time, then they'll do other things.
Yeah, they say I'm going by my own timing.
Yes, I'm going by my own timing. Not like me from the first day or so. We did it. But I did because I wanted to set an example to people. You know what I mean? And to show them that it was, and believe me, I was talking to some people on Saturday, and the person was saying that some neighbor said that some girl said that they ask you about how much trees you got in your yard, and if you got dog, and if this. But don't believe everything, and don't let what you hear be a deterrent to going to register. And I have gone to pains to explain why they would ask you some questions, not in particular those questions, but but let's not be negative, okay? Just put it in its perspective that people need to establish first and foremost where you live, and so when the investigators go checking, then they have no problem with establishing that you live in the pink house at the corner of this and that, and so forth. So they don't have to be guessing as to where exactly you live. Because recuerden que la información que tú das a la oficina cuando te vas a registrar tiene que pasar por un proceso de verificación. Y aquí otra nota muy importante, a very important note, is that we gather that in Belize City there were some people who were posing as elections and boundaries officials and managing to get into your house and taking advantage.
Yes.
And the Elections and Boundaries Department issued a release saying, please do not open your doors to anybody unless you see that they have identification. In other words, all of the people from the Elections and Boundaries Department have an identification saying they are part of the Elections and Boundaries Department. They are whatever attached to Elections and Boundaries, and that they are entitled to go visit you. If you see somebody come with at least suspicious look and so forth, please don't entertain them and call Elections and Boundaries immediately, because some people are taking advantage of that and getting into your house and assaulting people.
Anybody who go to your house, you have all rights to ask them whatever question you want.
Show me your ID, muéstrame tu carnet, tu seguro social o lo que sea, pero sobre todo muéstrame que tú realmente trabajas en Elections and Boundaries. Si no, no los permitas dentro de su casa.
I got my text up. I said, my aunt is a Guatemalan, but she has a Belizean passport. Can she register only with the passport, or she need to take her nationality certificate?
She is a Belizean.
Yeah, but I think the person said my aunt speaks Spanish, so I'm sending this text.
Well, take your passport and take your nationality certificate along with you. That, I think, is the safest thing to do. Okay?
Passport is the maximum power when it comes, but you know, like how they ask people so many questions right now.
I know people who have naturalized Belizeans who took their passports and that was it. Okay? It's only when you don't have your passport that you need to take some other type of evidence.
But the passport by itself is very strong.
But the passport by itself is very strong, yes. Yeah. But if you feel doubtful, take your passport along with your naturalization certificate, and you should have no problem.
You've been there like in and out.
In and out. Believe me, when I got there, only 10-15 minutes it take, because the clearer you are with the information as to where you live, porque gente va y dice, ¿dónde vive usted? Yo vivo ¿ves dónde está esa casa? Ahí das la vuelta y que corres ahí, que vas a la izquierda, y cuando llegas a una casa azul, no es ahí, tienes que dar vuelta al otro, y te dan un cuento largo y enredado acerca de dónde vive. Ya luego, pobre chica enfrente de ti, está completamente perdida. Entonces, eso causa que la mujer te pregunte, o el señor de Elections, bueno, dame un poquito más de información. ¿Ok? Y entonces te vas a decir, hay árboles, hay algo que puedas decir que distinga dónde vives. ¿Ok? Hay una mata de mango enfrente, hay 2 matas de plátano en el lado, y, ok, muy bien, con eso ya lo anotas.
But a lot of people supposed to know that.
Pero no lo pongas fuera de perspectiva y estés inventando porque te preguntaron si hay matas de plátano en tu casa. Es simplemente para verificar dónde vives. Punto.
You know how much people don't sign up for this DigiNet already? And when they go sign up for the DigiNet, the people go on Google, where they don't Google out the whole area where they got the DigiNet service available. And they ask you where you live. And when you start to tell them, you see what lady right there, lady telling different thing, and they Google is, ¿esta es tu casa? No. But because they explains you. Me casa es eso no allá. So then you show away your house there. If you got a courts or you got a one on a construction, the place that sell construction material, of course they ask you where you live because they have to go deliver your goods.
Exactly.
And if you get the wrong address, then they not reach your house.
And some people do have a problem with relaying information. You know, yo no sé dónde yo vivo, yo no sé el nombre de la calle. Entonces te hablan de Doña Nicha y de Don Tomás y que, por si quién sabe quién es Doña Nicha y Don Tomás. ¿Ya me entiendes? Que Doña Juanita. Dame información más concreta. Pero mientras que tú sepas la dirección de tu casa, quiénes son tus vecinos, entonces eso es importante.
Well, when it comes to close to 30,000 persons who have went through the exercise of re-registering, now the political parties, they have to look into this and say, hey, this thing they go slow. We have to move up with people because they have political parties where they move them people, you know, then they get them people to come out and so. And if you want to win one election, there's no way you could win if the persons who you believe will support you are not registered.
The problem is that for the United Democratic Party, there are two divisions here in Orange Grove that will be having conventions. And so we don't have an established standard bearer yet for those divisions.
For North and Central, right?
North and Central. So one is saying, pero a mí no me está ayudando el partido con esto, el gobierno no me está ayudando, y yo no voy a sacar dinero de mi propio dinero para hacer esto, a menos de que seas un millonario, pues lo vas a hacer.
If you don't do that, you will lose.
Thank you. Pero el mismo lado el mismo cuento es de que si no lo haces, el otro partido lo está haciendo y lo está haciendo rápidamente. Así que tienes que ponerte las pilas si quieres lograr algo, porque el otro partido está bastante agresivo tratando de registrar personas. Yo estuve platicando también con una persona cuando fue el domingo, que me dijo, no fue ayer, no me recuerdo, posiblemente fue ayer, que me dijo que hay ciertas personas que simplemente se están negando a ir a registrar, que si no les dan $50 que no se van a registrar.
Yeah, true.
¿Ok? Pues ¿sabes qué? Muchas veces diría que se quede sin registrar, porque al final del día, ni que quiera vender el voto lo va a poder hacer, porque no va a poder votar. Punto.
Yeah, if you're not registered when election day, you feel like you can get your money, you're not get it.
Seguro. Tontos.
Yeah. But
si quieres vender algo, tienes que tenerlo. No puedes vender lo que no tienes.
Yeah. But the people really need to move up for true, because elections and boundaries are there to re-register people. They are not there to pull out people. And people are reluctant to go because so people say, remember like last week, somebody sent a text when I was here with the DACA, I said, yo no voy a ir a registrar para ningún político.
Pero no es por político que vas a registrar, es por ti que te vas a registrar. ¡Qué tontería! No entiendo, ¿sabes? No entiendo, realmente no entiendo. Señoras y señores, earlier this morning I spoke about how many people had to die in the past for us to be able to have the right to vote.
True, bye.
There was a time, ladies and gentlemen, when only the rich could vote and only men could vote. If you had property, then you can vote.
Yeah, true.
And then the people said, but this is wrong, because I am a citizen too. I may not be rich. I may not be a man, if you're a woman, but I'm a citizen. And my voice counts just as well and is just as strong as the other man. So it was a battle to get universal suffrage. Fue una batalla conseguir sufragio universal. Y es una ironía de que luego, si supiéramos cuánto costó a nuestros pasados tener el derecho de votar, cuántas personas tuvieron que morir peleando para que tengamos la capacidad de ir a las urnas y votar, para que entonces tengan ciertas personas que estén vendiendo el voto y diciendo, yo no voy a ir a votar. El egoísmo a lo máximo. Tenemos que estar conscientes de, sobre todo, el derecho de votar. Es el derecho que la ley, la Constitución te da a ti. Pero si tú menosprecias ese derecho de ir a votar, claro, lo vas a poner a un lado y lo vas a vender, lo vas a regalar con lo que sea. Pero cuando valoras ese derecho de poder ir a votar y sacar cualquier gobierno corrupto, malo, lo que sea, entonces ese es tu forma de poder mandar el mensaje. Pero si no estás registrado, entonces no puedes hacer eso. Y casi igual o peor es cuando estás con la mano estrechada vendiendo tu voto. Es como, es un insulto. Yo te vendo mi voto si me das $50. $20, que dame algo. Eso tiene que cambiar. Porque cuando tú ofreces vender tu voto y el individuo viene, quien sea, rojo, azul, amarillo, verde, el madre que sea, si tú recibes dinero, ya tú no tienes nada que decir, porque te compraron el voto. Así que tú mejor aguantas la jodida, porque tú vendiste tu voto. No tuviste suficiente fuerza testicular para decir, no, este es el derecho que yo tengo y esto jamás lo vendo. Pero el cinicismo entra y dice, pero si esto es lo único que voy a conseguir. Pero, ¿en verdad es cierto eso? ¿En verdad es lo único que vas a conseguir? ¿O será que simplemente otra vez tu egoísmo está hablando porque no conseguiste un $50? ¿Conseguiste luz en tu casa? ¿Conseguiste tu calle asfaltada? ¿Conseguiste ayuda educacional? Pero tú lo que quieres es dinero. Vamos a tomar.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, buenos días. Yo solo quiero decir que yo ya me registré porque estoy orgullosa de ser una beliceña.
Gracias.
Les pido a todos los beliceños que se vayan a registrar porque otros que no son beliceños, no quiero ofender, pero otros que vienen de otro país, ellos están procurando conseguir sus tarjetas y whatever así, pero los beliceños de ahí no estamos poniendo duros que no queremos ir, pero debemos de ir a registrar por ser beliceños.
Gracias. ¿De dónde me llamas?
Un partido, no son colorado ni azul, solo porque somos beliceños.
Exacto. ¿De dónde nos llamas?
Mañana te puede llevar el azul ahí y el rojo, y el día de mañana tú eres que decides para quién vas a votar.
Claro que sí, así es. ¿De dónde me llamas?
Yo le llamo de Progreso.
De Progreso. ¿Y cuando fuiste a registrarte, qué llevaste? ¿Tu pasaporte, tu acto de nacimiento, qué llevaste?
Pues yo llevo mi pasaporte porque yo tengo todos mis papeles.
Ajá. Y fue fácil, ¿verdad?
Pues con el pasaporte para mí fue fácil, pero cuando llevas tu papel de tu social y tu birth certificate, yo miré que es más trabajo, solo yo llevé mi pasaporte.
Es más fácil. Sí, que si tienes pasaporte, llévatelo. Gracias por la llamada, gracias por el ánimo que nos estás dando. Okay. Y el ejemplo que nos estás dando. Muchas gracias.
Okay.
Ojalá y tuviéramos más personas como esta, que van a registrarse simplemente por tener orgullo de ser beliceños. ¿Qué ejemplo? ¿Qué buen ejemplo?
Yeah, so she says with the passport it's a much faster process, no?
It's a faster process, yes.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you cannot use the other documentation, but you have the passport, carry a passport. Yeah, you know, take too long. Emmanuel use the passport.
Pero regresando a lo que decía, y tengo que regresar a eso, es que al comprarte tu voto, tú le estás permitiendo al político que sea corrupto. ¿Sí? Tú le estás permitiendo al político que sea corrupto. porque él o ella va a estar consciente de que aquel no puede decir nada más. Yo le compré su voto a él. Él no es nada. Él no es nadie. Él, cuando yo quiero que va a votar y le doy $100, se va a votar y se cae la boca. Tú ya no eres nadie.
Solo habla, solo habla.
¿Eh?
Yeah. That is true, pa.
Eso es importante.
Yeah, because what happens is, if them people facilitate you with that, because I saw you work, the people and say, oh, okay, I own you. You are moving, I tell you move. And when you come to me, if I'm ready to help you, so I help you. If I'm not
Pero
ready,
mantén tu dignidad y tu respeto diciendo, no quiero tu dinero, lo siento.
and I like
Para
that
mí
line.
es más importante ir con mis principios y mis valores humanos, ir a votar a quien a mí me dé la bendita gana. Eso es importante.
I like the
No lo
line where the
vendas.
lady said that she's proud to be a Belizean.
Thank you. I like that too. I like that very much. Le felicito, señora. Ojalá y tengamos más gente como usted para poder ir a registrarse. Son las 7:50, 10 minutos antes de las 8 de la mañana. Rápidamente a una pausa. Tenemos que pasar anuncios, así que estamos de vuelta.
That's right, folks. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back right after these important messages.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Get yours now. Remember, the 2018 BTL Telephone Directory is available. Get a copy of this informative and visually fascinating publication, available in regular and mini size. The cellular, residential, and yellow page listings make searching for whatever you may need quite easy and convenient. Get a free copy available at any BTL office countrywide. You can also take the directory with you wherever you go. Simply download the free Find Yellow Belize mobile app from the Android Play or Apple Store today. Log on to findyellow.com for more information. The 2018 BTL Telephone Directory. Get yours now.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for DigiNet. Best decision ever.
DigiNet?
Yep. It's VTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
Save?
Yep. Plan starts at $69, so you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Now available in Placentia and Bulamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. Do you think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Hi, my name is Michael Tios. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while they're buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in Placentia and Willamette phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy es lunes y hoy es el 16 de julio. Un gran gusto saludarles. Si nos acabas de sintonizar, muchas gracias. Hoy contamos con la presencia de el doctor Homero Novello. Buenos días, doctor.
Gracias, Manuel.
Bienvenido. Y también con la presencia del señor, Senor Doctor Robert Check. Doctor of Music.
Yeah, no doctor.
Doctor of Music.
See the doctor there, the doctor got a red shirt. The only thing I'm left with doctor, but I leave that white palette and I say that one of the Croatian player.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
But yes, I had the time to do that. The first game of the World Cup that I had the time to see. Okay. I hadn't seen the rest. I had only heard it through radio because most of the time I'm away from home.
And you couldn't miss that one, because I mean, the last one.
I made an effort.
What you thought? But just talk. What you thought of the game at first?
Tell you what, I always ride with the underdogs.
Me too.
I always like to see the small man lick the big one, right? The thing is this, that in this case, Croatia played heart and soul. They really wanted it. You know, this is the first time that they reached that level. They had been on quarterfinals before, and this time they reached that point to be on the finals. But Croatia had been a team that had played too much extra times. They had gone to penalties, knockout teams, so they were worn out. Whilst France won its last game on 90 minutes, so they were more, together. They were well rested and they were complete. But France has the experience of a World Cup already. They have this time they are the second World Cup.
A lot of people don't have the slightest idea where Croatia is, and just for the general information, Croatia is one of the countries that was part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah, it's a Balkan country.
Okay, and after Yugoslavia broke up about 10, 15 years ago, whenever, okay, then these countries were formed again. I say again because they were originally independent countries, but amalgamated under Yugoslavia afterwards and then broke up again. Croatia is one, Serbia is another, and Moldova is another. So this lies in the area of the Balkan states, okay? So just un poquito de información ahí, porque hablas de Croacia y de Serbia y ya sabemos exactamente qué es el área de Yugoslavia en Europa, que luego de un proceso se separaron los países que formaban Yugoslavia y luego entonces crearon estos países de nuevo, Croacia, Serbia, Moldova y me parece que uno más, no estoy muy cierto, pero no, Albania yo creo que es país separado.
Did you feel like the penalty broke down Croatia efforts, their momentum?
I think it had a psychological impact on them because they did not expect this. And
was it a fair penalty?
Well, truly, half of the world says no.
But that's the second, the one that
they only had one penalty.
Yeah, had one penalty, but there was a free throw at first, I think. If I'm not mistaken, was there? No,
but the penalty was a more challenging one because
you can clearly see, however, when they focus and the ball touches the hand of the individual. Okay, so I did not have a problem with that, but what caused me particular joy per se is when the French goalie was approaching to get the ball and kind of baffle, and then the Croatian comes right up to him and just kicks in the goal, and everyone was looking around that that's a goal or what? It was a goal. He was supposed to have held the ball in his hand. Am I not right?
I'm not so sure because when a defense returns the ball to the keeper can't hold that ball. If it holds it, it's a
you mean so it was returned? So yes. Really, he should have kicked it out.
Right. But he wanted to fake the forward, and the forward just swept this into the goal.
Into the goal. So that was the second goal from Croatia. Yeah. But a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. It was what makes for good chatting around a bar table.
Yeah. What happened is that 2026, Mexico, the United States, and Canada will be hosting the World Cup. 2026. Hope you're here.
Mexico, United States, and Canada. So it's going to be 3 countries?
3 countries, yeah. The next World Cup will be in Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Qatar is in the by the Arabian Peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So close to Saudi Arabia, one of those rich countries there, and Arab countries. So you know that they don't got no problem with building a $250 million or $25 billion stadium.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
The Cup Ghana France, Doc.
Yes.
Yeah. So Doc, re-registration, we had an update from Elections and Boundaries that they say that close to 30,000 persons in the second week has been in the exercise of re-registration. How is re-registration coming on in Orange Walk North?
Slow. It's very slow. I tell you, what has happened is that we thought that we were going to have a little spike, but certainly we have to be, moving people out from going house to house and telling people, you need to register. Please do it. If you want transportation, we need to take you over there. Especially to the older generation, right? The people that might probably have a little problem going there. We take them.
Would you like to, at this point, announce a number so people can call, where if they have problems with transportation, or rather, if they know if somebody who can't go out to register, if perhaps they can seek the assistance of somebody from the Elections and Boundaries to go over to the house?
Actually, Elections and Boundaries is doing something magnificent, and I do applaud them for this. They have asked us also to provide them with a list of these people so that they can perhaps move from their offices.
Yeah, do a mobile.
Okay. Yes, this is nice. Good. This is good, but nevertheless, because the numbers are coming in slow, we're still trying to go. Tell the people, almost, host telling me, listen, go register, especially the UDPP family. They're telling me, you need to go, you need to move there, do it. We check on their documents, if they have it in order and everything. If that, we give them the advice what to do. And they go. But what happens, many people are leaving this to the last. They just ask us, when is this finishing? 31st of August. I say, I still have 1 more month to do it. But we are insisting that you do it now, because maybe next month you'll have big lines, and then you'll probably have to spend time in line to be able to do it. Right now, you don't have much lines. It is nice for you to take the opportunity, if you have the time, or make the time to be there. Listen, if you don't do this, then you'll have a lot of problems in that, you probably might meet lines in August, or if you don't do it at all, then you cannot participate on no kind of election. We have a convention coming up, we have a referendum, we have the village council elections coming up, and also the general elections. There are 4 elections that are coming up, and you need to participate there if you're really a civic, a real religion. What happened is that any questions that you would have concerning these, most of the people that are in at the places of re-registration can answer you. But if you can't find any one of them, please give me a call, especially people in Orange Walk North. Give me a call at 620-9513, and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions.
When you're saying, Doc, that when you go to see some of these persons to go and re-register, what are they saying? Is it the same like one time they have election and people say, hey, no boy, Rita boy in la tarde, or I want this one can look for me? What are they saying that you said that they're not really
pretty much what you're telling me. Pretty much you're telling me. They're telling me, oh, you know what, I have something else to do, but you know what, once I finish doing this, I'm going to do it. Because we still have 1 month ahead of us, we have ample time. So there's a little inertia in this aspect. But, the good Belizeans, the guys who have Belize at heart, when you reach them, say,
proud Belizeans.
Yes, proud Belizeans. They said, no, you know what, we did it from day 1. I took all my family, everybody there, all of us are ready. And we love that. We applaud all these people that have been registered. Thank you very much. But, if you have a neighbor or a relative that has not done so, please encourage them to do that, because it is important, and it's a facility that the government of Belize is providing to all of you to be able to do this. Never had this been done before this way. It's only this government that is facilitating it to all the Belizean people, in that they are making centers, several centers per division of re-registration. Before it had to happen only at the elections and boundaries offices. Now we have several places. And not only that, they might be moving to different villages also for a few days, like in San Antonio and in Douglas, to facilitate it for these people that perhaps might have problems with transportation. Also, the older folks, or people that perhaps will not be able to with disabilities or whatever, that can't make it there, they are asking us for a list. And if the people sometimes say, oh, I don't want to wait for them, I want to go now. So what we do, we take them and register.
I have a question, Doctor. If we take an average of 16,000 voters per week, which I think is what went, I think, the first week, and then for the following week, I think there was something like 15,000 or so. But if we take $16,000 people as an average, and if you count the amount of weeks in July and August, it's a total of 9 weeks, 9 full weeks. And if you multiply 16 by 9, it turns out being 144,000 people who would have already registered by the end of August. But that falls short by a large amount of close to or more than 50,000 people who would not have registered by then. Do you think that the process is going to, that we need more encouragement via perhaps advertisement or something in place where politicians go and get people out? Because we'll be short 50,000 by the end of August. I'm not telling you that registration will be finished by then and that you can't go register. There are people who are just going to naturally wait until September to go register. You know? But if, good Lord, if there's a special program going on during the months of July and August, then take advantage of it. What do you think is going to happen?
I'll tell you what, we're hoping by, getting serious about it and getting into it, heart and soul, by visiting them, individually in their homes, that I think we have to bridge that gap. What happens is that all of us are interested in this. All of us, because I tell you what, the glut that will be there at the Elections and Boundaries Commission is something that we can't even imagine if something like that happens. Nevertheless, if you put 50,000 divided by all the different districts, how many would be in Orange Walk? So, but then still yet, government is spending millions of dollars trying to facilitate this, and so we're looking forward to this being successful, because money well spent is money that will provide good results. So we're hoping and we're pushing that this gap will be bridged, and that the majority of people, if not all, will be registered by the end of August.
Well, Orange Walk has a total of approximately 30,000 voters.
Yeah.
And if you apply the same thing, that if there are 200,000 nationwide and only 150 would have registered by the end of August, which means that Orange Walk with 30,000, then if the same thing would be short of 7,500 people.
Yeah, but we have to remember too that remember we have a lot of people who don't live here. We're up on the list. So they're not going back on the list. And we got a lot of them done dead. We got a lot of them done dead too.
But then in the same manner, people who live someplace else.
Yeah, but we have other people becoming 18 as well, will be new persons will be registering.
I don't think that the amount is going to go down, if that's what you mean, that by natural cleaning that is going to go below 30,000. I believe that as well, that the figure might even go up because of the increase in young people. Yeah. More and more people are becoming of age. So if it is going to hold steady at 30 or maybe increase to 31 or 32, that's my. But even so, if it increases to 32, then we'll be short 9,500.
Yeah.
Which even worsens the problem. So there has to be increased awareness, increased consciousness, and some sort of motivational plan by the political parties and by government to try to get people out to register. Some people even saying, yo no voy a registrarme porque yo no quiero ningún partido. Pues regístrate. Y ya luego si tú no quieres votar, pues no votes. Pero el punto es de que tú debes de registrarte porque quizás exista algo que pudiera cambiar tu mente.
Cambia su mente.
¿De verdad?
Seguro.
But
existe algo que pueda cambiar tu mente.
Since it's like that, it's going slow. What's your plans to make sure that this gets stepped up and it starts faster? Because see, when this 2 months has overlapped, then elections and boundaries will get congested. A lot of people are going to register. What are your plan now to try to speed up this process?
Already we have people on the ground, trying to look at who has registered and who's not registered. And then, try find them by address and see, you actually visit homes and find out, where these persons are. Because some people are in the list, but they're not that, you see a house, but they're no longer there. So you need to make sure that these things are happening.
Are you doing it by because the number of people who normally be associated or be the correct persons to do that are the same street captains that do the campaigning, because they're the ones who know who live down this lane and who live behind Miss Rose and who live in front of Miss Cathy and Tara.
Yeah, because you say Trial Farm got zones.
Yeah.
But that, you know what? Talking about Trial Farm, they have a lot of people, whether that's San Pedro, that is registered here in Trial Farm.
Yeah.
How we can deal with the situations?
Right, obviously, these people live here, but they're working there.
They're working there, yes.
So these people come sometimes every quarter or every ending of the month.
Okay.
We are trying to catch many of them, but the word is saying at their home that they need to do this as soon as they come. And yes, we found a lot, but it's impressing how many people are in San Pedro working.
Yeah, a lot today.
From San Jose up to Trial Farm, and in fact, you from the different villages are there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
And it comes up to the thousands.
Yeah.
Yes. So what happens? They're not only San Pedro. You find that they're in Kikaka. Some of them are over the border. Some of them are in Belize City.
Some of them with Placencia.
Yes, Placencia, Belmopan, and something like that. But they're commuting. Every 15th, they come back. They bring their 15th fortnight's money, for their family. And so you go, find them there, but the people there are well aware of what is happening. And the reason why sometimes, the offices of the Elections and Boundaries Commission in the different schools are there Saturday. This Sunday we had also the chapel school open for people to go register this Sunday. And so, but the other place did not. I don't know. Well, it didn't happen in Trial Farm or in San Jose.
Did people go to
there were one or two people that made it there. Yes.
Okay.
But the fact remains, though, that it's an opportunity. They are availing this to everybody. Les están dando la oportunidad casi servido a la mesa que por favor se registren porque es necesario que lo hagan. Y creo que es bueno que tomen la oportunidad que es bastante grata del gobierno de Belice para todos ustedes. Es una inversión inmensa que está haciendo para que se pueda facilitar eso a todos ustedes que tengan la oportunidad de registrarse para poder votar.
Quiero que en tu voz le trates de informar a la gente por qué es que de cada cuántos años tenemos que hacer el proceso de ir a registrarnos completamente de nuevo.
Bueno, hay varias razones. La mera verdad, hay razones legales, hay razones, digamos, cívicas y políticas. Pero la razón legal, obviamente, que pues es un esfuerzo porque la mera verdad, la gente tiene esa obligación de elegir un gobierno. Parte político también. Nosotros necesitamos que todos se registren para que podamos conseguir sus votos. Si no te registraste, tú no puedes votar para nadie. Y es importante este otro. El aspecto cívico es también el hecho de que cada beliceño en este país paga impuestos y recibe servicios y beneficios de la nación. Y muchos dicen, pues, Yo pago impuestos. Cada vez que vas a la tienda estás pagando impuestos. Pero también recibes servicios de energía eléctrica, servicios de agua que tienes que pagar, pero sí te lo están proveyendo hasta tu casa. Son cosas, la luz en la calle, las calles pavimentadas, todo es un servicio que se le está dando a uno. Uno paga impuestos por ello. Entonces, uno tiene que ser parte del proceso de decisión en este país. Entonces, para hacer eso, tienes que sufragiar, tienes que votar en los comicios o en las elecciones que se van dando. Eres una parte íntegra de la democracia de este país. Belice, siendo un país democrático en Centroamérica, todos tenemos que ser participativos en la elección de nuestros gobiernos y nuestros líderes. Por eso le insto a todos ustedes, es de suma importancia este proceso. Aunque les parezca, no, les digo que sus hijos van a depender de las decisiones que ustedes hagan con esos líderes que van a elegir. Recuerden, el futuro de este país y el futuro de sus hijos depende de las decisiones que usted haga. Para que usted haga esta decisión, en primer lugar, tiene que registrarse.
Y también, una última cosa, las leyes llaman de que cada cuántos años, 20 años, se tiene que hacer el proceso de limpieza de las listas. Cada 20 años se tiene que limpiar la lista, sacar las personas ya muertas, actualizar las listas y todo, porque al final del día hay tantos nombres en las listas que no votan, o que a veces aunque muertos sí votan, aún así votan. Entonces hay que hacer lo que se llama limpieza del padrón electoral.
Okay, Doc, we understand you had a program on Saturday, but I think we need to take a break.
Yes, we need to take a break, so we'll be right back after these messages. Vamos a esta pausa, compañeros. Estamos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a tropic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Cellular Plus, where we provide sales for cell phones and cell phone servicing and also TV repairs. We use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. We need something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the DigiNet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with our customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of servicing that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend DigiNet to everyone in Belize.
Now available in Placencia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Freshly extracted local honey. Perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 26 minutes after 8 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy, como todos los lunes, tenemos la presencia del doctor Homero Novello, que es una de las personas que está postulando para la posición de Standard Bearer para el Partido Unido Democrático para la sección Orange Walk North, reemplazando eventualmente al señor Gaspar Vega, que ha decidido no correr. De nuevo, bienvenido, Doc, y también contamos con el señor Checky Usher. Estamos hablando, compañeros, acerca de el proceso de registro. Hay que registrarse de nuevo, la ley lo requiere, la ley lo estipula, pero estamos viendo de que no está saliendo suficiente gente. Por X razones, no están suficientemente informados o no suficientemente motivados para salir. Yo creo que tiene que haber mayor esfuerzo de parte de Elections and Boundaries para tratar de anunciarle a la gente, porque aunque hay anuncios y nosotros estamos cada día como pinche disco rayado aquí hablando de ello, hay personas que escuchan pero no entienden. Hay que ir a registrarse de nuevo, compañeros, simplemente para poder votar en el futuro. Te insto, por favor, te pido que que vayas a la sección, a tu división electoral donde votas y ahí registrarte. Hoy, como siempre, tenemos al doctor Homero Novelo, que nos va a actualizar acerca de qué es lo que ha estado haciendo él en Orange Walk North. Cuéntanos.
Bueno, la semana fue una de las mejores semanas que he visto. San José ya está conmigo, todo San José, ya unimos la aldea. Es un placer, un grato placer anunciarles esto. Ha sido una batalla para poder hacerlo, pero hay gente con conocimiento, con conciencia, sabiendo de que es necesario eso, porque me lo han dicho muchos, para poder trabajar un pueblo unido, no solo jamás será vencido, pero un pueblo unido también beneficia equitativamente de todos los recursos que se van dando. Entonces es importante para todos ellos estar así. Estoy campañando en Douglas y también en San Pablo. San Pablo ya estamos para terminarlo. Douglas también ya estamos más de la mitad, yo supongo. Y lo que hicimos este sábado fue hacer una junta del pueblo en San Luis. Me es grato anunciar que San Luis sí acudió a la junta, tuvieron varias preguntas y salieron bastantes señoras, sí. Estuvimos allá, platicamos con los líderes de la aldea y pues tuvieron varias preguntas sobre el registro, las facilidades que les vamos a dar para que también se puedan mover, porque es una aldea que tiene que registrarse en San José. Entonces el sábado vamos a poner un vehículo al alcance de ellos para poder mover. Quien quiera ir a registrarse en San José va a estar a su disposición para que puedan ir para allá. La gente respondió, tuvimos como dicen, un medio Village Town Hall meeting, y varias preguntas, varias dudas, y sí, me gustó, me encantó bastante.
¿Te dio ánimo?
Me dio ánimo, ya San Luis empieza a moverse con ese calor para empezar a, digamos, hacer cosas. Tuvimos un almuerzo, o sea, una cena, un rice and beans allá, y platicamos todos, y sí, tuvimos unas foto-ops también con la gente. Hay muchas cosas para hacer. San Luis ha sido una de las aldeas que se ha beneficiado de bastantes cosas porque ha sido una aldea pequeña, pero ha sido unida. Entonces, en este aspecto, el honorable Gaspar Vega ha hecho muchas cosas para ello. Ese es reflejo de un pueblo que se une, puede conseguir bastantes cosas.
Pero importantemente, una aldea sólida.
Sí.
Sólida.
Hay aproximadamente 200 votantes en San Luis y aproximadamente 160 son UDP. Entonces, el UDP gana en San Luis por más de 60, 70 votos. Entonces, sí, están bien contentos. Muchos de ellos, las señoras sobre todo, nos han dicho que han conseguido el $300 que se está dando para educación. Han conseguido, digamos, el autobús pase a llevar a los estudiantes y traerlos a la escuela. Extensión de luz, extensión de agua, una escuela de lo más moderno también. Entonces las cosas han estado bien. Ciertamente que las canchas también se les acaba, mandamos a limpiar la cancha para que puedan haber más deportes allá. También se han limpiado canchas, digamos, aquí en Blackwater, en Douglas, y cosa que nos han pedido. También las máquinas para componer calles, el Breda, todo el equipo, debe entrar esta semana a Douglas, pero también va a pasar a San Juan para hacer un trabajo de mejorar las calles. Entonces son cosas que estamos haciendo durante la semana, viendo que estas cosas pasen. Obviamente que el representante del área, el honorable Gaspar Vega, tiene su mano muy grande en esto. Cada vez que le solicitamos todas esas cosas, el Señor responde como debe ser, y yo estoy muy agradecido con eso. Sin embargo, quisiera aclarar también de que la gente siempre me pide el hecho de que me pare yo solo. Eso es importante, sí.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning. I'm on talk show.
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to pass down over the voting thing, no?
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to say something about the voting that we have.
Yeah,
I just want to know what to do with a person that is registered in Trial Farm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And she has a Belizean passport but does not live in the country. She just came in from Salvador about 2 years ago. She came in a week time, she got her passport, and she went back to Salvador. She visits Orinjoa in Trial Farm about maybe once a year.
She has a Belizean passport?
Yes, a Belizean passport. She does not live in Belize.
Okay.
She just came about 2 years ago, picked up her passport, and went back to Salvador.
So
anytime election comes for the north, she comes, vote, and goes back to Salvador. She has no kind of existence living here in Orinjoa, but she's from the north.
Okay, so she don't live at Belize at all?
At all, sir. At all. I'm sure of it. I have proof and everything.
Okay, we'll ask the doctor to respond to that. Thank you very much, sir, all right?
Another thing, no?
Uh-huh.
In my house, it's just me and my wife and one boy. And when I found out they have 3 different people that have their name registered in my house.
Did you know about that prior to this?
The elections?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I did. I went to the voters. They didn't even know no attention on my hearing or in Joab.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'll tell you something. If the person has a valid passport, she can register. But the registration, the Elections and Boundaries Commission will do a check, a back check. They will investigate this. Because if there's a query or whatever, then they will go and ask, because she has to give an address where she lives here in Belize. If she does, then the Elections and Boundaries Commission will go there and ask, let's say, if Sonia Blatter lives in this place, and if anybody knows her, and if a neighbor knows her and all these things, they will look at this situation. So I tell you what, yes, she can go and do all the process of registering it, but confirmation on this back check will be something that will try to put a check and balance on these situations. In the next issue about people registered in your residence, again, the same issue will happen. Elections and Boundaries Commission will have to go and check these people and find out whether exactly they're living there. And if you're living in that residence and they're not, then you obviously will tell them, well, I don't know them, I don't see them, they're not here. And then, you know, this will put another check on them.
So they will usually talk to the owner of the property, right?
That's right, that's right. So when they go register, they have to give an address where they live. It's important, all of us do. Once you give an address where you live and a neighbor, then when they do a check on you to verify your status, if it is real, if it is true, then they go to your neighbor and they go to your house and say, hey, if this person lives here, if the person perhaps is not there, but perhaps, you know, is working, like assuming in San Pedro, but come back every 15th and ending to bring money, then yes, the person has a right to tell them, yes, the person lives here, but is working in San Pedro and comes back every 15th and ending. But they have to verify and sign for it. Of course, the person who is perhaps giving false information can be liable.
And these two issues that this caller mentioned, that that goes to the reason of why we are having re-registration, right?
That zeroes in on or hits the nail on the head. Why the voters list is so big, so thick, unmanageable at points, is because of these issues. People don't live here. People are just using the system. And, you know, certain politicians might be using it to their advantage. The fact remains that it's got to be more fair, more clean, and more democratic. And that is what, you know, this whole thing is doing. It has grown to a point where, yes, it needs to come back and be real, be the real thing for the area.
Well, I think you were right when you said that the commentary underscored the main reason why we have the registration process. It's a cleansing process. So, but I still have the question, and I'd like to ask and elections and boundaries, and you and the members of the United Democratic Party to talk to us more about the way that you're going to be trying to motivate more people to get some sort of understanding from you about the need to motivate more people so that more people can go register.
Obviously, we're talking to them. We're telling them how important it is.
Is there a team of people who go, say, walk the street?
From our vantage point, yes.
Okay.
But elections and boundaries does not have people on the field except the people that are registering them.
But it is convenient to the political parties, for the political parties, to ensure that the people who genuinely live within that division come out and register to vote.
Yes, obviously. Obviously, yeah.
So it behooves them to have these people in place so that you all right? Okay.
Yeah.
You want some water?
Yeah, somebody sent a text this morning, Doc, when you never there yet, saying that his aunt has a Belizean passport, but she's not from Belize, she's a Guatemalan. They want to know if she can register only with the passport, with the Belizean passport, or need to carry nationality certificate as well.
Well, once they have a passport, they already are Belizeans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the pinnacle of all the process, no? That this person is a Belizean.
Once you have a passport.
Yeah.
Pero, y no es que quiera yo meterme en este tema, pero estoy seguro que muchas personas ya de una forma u otra nos metieron o ya están metidos en el tema de discusión. Y esto es acerca de, y lo escuchas, pones la radio o la televisión, la televisión. Y,
Thank you, Raim. Thank you, Raim.
Y el comentario fuerte es, ¿qué pasó con toda la gente? What's going to happen with all the people who live in the States or live someplace else and who will not be coming on time to register, or will not on time to register. I take that back, but will not be living in Belize 2 months as the Constitution provides, and for them to be able to qualify for registering as voters. And this is a topic of a lot of contention. You go to, you view the talk shows and listen to them on radio and view them and they go like, they even have spoken about the tremendous economic value, that the diaspora from the States has, sending in at least $100 million to Belizeans on a yearly basis, and now all of a sudden they will not be able to vote because they will not qualify because they don't live here for at least a minimum of 2 months. So it's a lot of chat, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not the UDP who is barring them, it's the law that stipulates quite clearly that you need to be living here. Okay, you need to be living here. But like anything else, people find a way to get around everything.
They find a
loophole. Okay?
Yeah, find a loophole.
Find loopholes. Believe me. That's the thing. But as a cleansing tool, as a cleansing process, I agree with it. I agree that Belizeans should be able to vote on the issues because we live here. I'm not of the view that people who live someplace else could all of a sudden, my personal view, be able to vote on issues that don't even affect them.
Apart from that, Doc, we know that the United Democratic Party has been running the country since 2008. The party put out nominations, a person for putting a name. Why so many people want to run under the banner of the United Democratic Party? 70 persons. Got a call coming now. Let's get this call. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Morning, Checky.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Manuel.
Morning.
Morning, Doc.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, sir.
We'll listen to you. You're there on live. Go ahead.
Okay, good. I just want to change the topic a little. I was informed that there will be a three-way convention for Orange Walk Central. So I don't really like contested conventions because they are divisive and counterproductive at times. There's got to be a very high level of political maturity for a contested convention not to have adverse effects on the party after. But that's water under the bridge. My thing is the Orange Walk Central Convention, where I am informed that it will be a three-way race. Now, of the three, I happen to know Mrs. Yvette Liu Torres is one of the contestants. And I just want to comment, and I must comment that I know Miss Yvette Liu Torres for some years now. I first got to know her at BSI, where she had a job and at the main office. I have to say that at BSI she performed very professionally and worked there for some years. Sometime later she left BSI to reunite herself with her family and join her family business. At BSI, I repeat, her service to BSI was stellar. She was a well-rounded professional. And I repeat, she left to reunite herself with her family and family business. After that, I knew that she joined the House of Culture. Now there is where I got to know her professional skills, and as a leader, she was second to none. At the House of Culture, she organized many cultural events. Many females and mothers, single mothers especially, benefited from her leadership as it relates to learning to do skills, many, making her marks, beading, you name it, she did it. She did a stellar job at the House of Culture, and I repeat, many females are today more self-confident, more inter-independent, and as a consequence, there she did a good job. As a mother, she's well-rounded. As a wife, and as a member of the UDP family, her family go way back. So there's no question as to politically where her loyalty stands. I make mention of this because I want to Orange Walk to support Ms. Liu at this convention. I think we need, what Orange Walk Central needs is a well-rounded person with political background. She did a good job at the municipal election, 2 elections back. She came pretty close to winning within, I think, 64 votes. So she has political experience. Her family is political. And as a parent and a member of the society, she's well-rounded. What Orange Walk Central is looking for is mature leadership, and she has that quality. She's well-rounded, and I repeat, my support for her is unquestionable. So I want to wish Ms. Yvette Liu the best in her political endeavor. And before I close, I just wanted to mention that we just had a World Cup that terminated on Sunday. And what I observed from that World Cup is that small countries are surprising big countries. So I want to close by mentioning that a lot of unknown football countries have defeated and sent home packing a lot of big countries. There were a lot of surprises in this World Cup. And I want to mention that the global trend this World Cup showed is that small countries are defeating big countries. So let it be no surprise for the people of Orange Walk Central if the global trend continues in Central. So I want to close by saying that I know all three candidates that are contesting for the Central Convention, and I wish them all the best. But I am supporting Ms. Yvette Lou Torres.
Well, thank you, Carla. Thank you very much for that input.
Thank you, brother. So that before this call, I was asking why so many people wants to join the United Democratic Party. Why so much people apply?
It's very important to make this clear. The United Democratic Party is seen by every Belizean that has, they see the party that also is in government making strides, that has developed this country, that has done a lot of good. And so everybody's anxious to be part of the development, part of this bandwagon that is taking Belize to a different frontier. So that is why we see so many people trying to, contest these conventions and be there. It's true, what happens is that there's less controversy in their conventions and in whatever they're doing to come up. The fact remains that, yes, it's a vibrant party, it's still alive, the UDP is here, and the UDP is here to win again and win the other election that is coming right ahead in 2020. We will be the next government come next general election. And so everybody knows that, and everybody wants to be a part of this success. Therefore, that's why all of them are vying to contest into this convention, Shiki.
Yeah, so that's a good move for the party.
Yes. It looks healthy, looks good, looks great. It's rallying a lot of leadership, and everybody that has leadership qualities are coming up, they're drumming up to try to meet in these conventions.
I just like to join with you in endorsing that. I like to also thank the caller who called in. That is your personal view, yes. And I'd like to also tell you that is what helps distinguish the United Democratic Party as a party where it is above all democratic and not like some other parties that dictate. You could run, you can't run because I could handle you the only upstart, you can't run because you are, this and this and this. Also, I want the one way, yes, man, I could tell him what I say. Straight up. And rather than taking on that way of doing things, the United Democratic Party opens it to the public so that the people who live in the area can make the decision.
Yeah, that's
right. That is important.
Leave it to the people.
Leave it to the people who live in the area for them to make that decision.
Yeah.
And that is important, believe me.
That's true democracy. We practice
that. Is democracy at its best. So whenever we have the convention, albeit the fact that it may be divisive and sometimes you need time to mend and to repair for the wounds to heal, because sometimes we are very, very inconsiderate and we say things about the opponent that we shouldn't say, and those things are not. And we shouldn't be doing that, because at the end of the day, it's one party. But we find that nonetheless as common practice. And then there's the healing process that must take place for you to be able to garner the support of that person who lost, and his family who feel very, very, very bad about the fact that their loved one lost or so many things were said about him and his family and so forth. Believe me, it'll take a while for those things to heal, if any at all. Because sometimes they decide, tell you what, call it quits. Me not gonna mess with politics. I out that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's important. We've seen within the United Democratic Party, yes, having contested, hotly contested conventions. At the end of the day, the United Democratic Party people are more self-conscious, are more smart. They come together. We saw the convention in East when Elodio Aragon Jr. went against Mr. Constanza. This was close.
Yeah, because both of them got around like over 1,000 votes, right?
Yes, and then you know what happens? At the ending of the day, yes, Elodio Aragon Jr. managed to bring the people in, and he won the general election. So this shows a level of maturity and a level of consciousness within the United Democratic Party people. Obviously, we're having a lot of these conventions coming up, and we'll see how mature they are.
Yeah.
Sincerely, you know, a lot of things are hurled against one another, but I do ask the Belizean people to please refrain from,
to be decent.
Yes, to be smart about things. Obviously, you know what happens? There's no perfect person in this world. Everybody has made his or her mistakes, but you decide on the leadership qualities of somebody not by his mistakes, but by the good things that the person has done in life, the exemplary life that the person has lived, and the things that they have achieved in life. Because tell you what, these are the remarkable things that portray you as somebody that will be willing and able to work with people. Your character, how humble you are, how smart you are, how organized you can be with people. It is a challenge. I am seeing it. I am becoming a politician.
You're living it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it is not peanuts. It's, tell you what, a lot of sleepless nights, telephone ringing up middle of the night and all these things. And, I used to have I'm somebody that sleeps early. I go home to sleep 9 o'clock. I out my phone or charge it. And 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, I'm up. What has happened is that I have seen some changes in my life. Yes, I'm losing weight, but I tell you what, I am enjoying a lot of these things, despite the fact you have to, give and take. It's good. I can see where politicians sometimes, some of them have a hard time. I am looking at it as a challenge, but nevertheless, for the good of the people, for the good of all those people that really need, for the good of all those people that are suffering, that are trying their best, that need a little push, that need a little opportunity, yes, I will be there for you guys.
Doc, well, it's a new week. It's a new week. Any announcements you want to make? You'll be in the villages.
Yes.
What's your schedule?
Yes. What happened is that I took a day off yesterday because of family day, and we need to give some time to the family also. Monday today of course I have to work. I'll be in Corozal, but I'll be coming back to Douglas. Today I'll be in Douglas. I'll be visiting some homes there. Then later I'll be working with the different people from the different scrutineers. We need to start to tally all the people that are coming in to see who is in, who is not, and then at the same time being able to find out who has come and why is it that in the list they are there and they have not appeared to register. All these things we need to do. We're having a little meeting with them, and we'll be trashing some of these issues. But at the same time, Tuesday, like just to mention to you here, I was told, I met the Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Gaspar Vega. He told me he was going to be here. So guess what, Belizeans? DPM Gaspar Vega will be on this show tomorrow, and be anxious to listen to his words of wisdom, because this man has been, winning elections for the last 10 years. He has a lot in his mind. He has a lot of experience, a lot of ideas. Let's listen to him tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, Doctor. I want to thank the production team. Before we go, one final little something, your words of encouragement to people to please go out to vote.
Yeah, please come out and re-register.
People from
Orange Walk, register, sorry, not to vote.
People from Orange Walk North, yes, I'm a humble servant. Please, it is important. It is very important. Make it your business to try to get to the registration offices in San Jose, San Pablo at the government, San Jose at the government school, Trial Farm at the government school, also primary school, and also at Chapels Primary School. They are open already. It is important. Listen, the decision of you going to register, just bear in mind that you will be doing it not only for the country, but for your children, the future of your children, the future of this country. Don't do it, well, you cannot participate. You will not be on the decision-making process. So please, por favor, hagan un esfuerzo. Por favor, vayan a registrarse, porque el hecho de registrarse le pone en una posición que usted pueda participar.
Empodera.
Sí. Y sabe que hacer decisiones en este país. Y esas decisiones no son para el progreso del país, es para el progreso de sus hijos. Recuerden, el líder que usted apoye debe ser un líder ejemplar para sus hijos. Recuerde siempre que es un ejemplo para sus hijos. Así que haga eso, y si tiene algún problema, alguna pregunta, alguna cosa que tal vez no esté seguro, llámeme. 620-9513 es mi teléfono. Écheme una llamadita y vamos a dialogar qué es el problema.
Muchas gracias, doctor. De nuevo, muchas gracias. Gracias a Chiqui y al equipo de producción. Ya son casi las 9 de la mañana, tenemos que irnos, pero gracias a ustedes, a la audiencia, nada más recordando, repitiendo lo que el doctor dijo, de que mañana tendremos al honorable Gaspar Vega. Según el doctor Romero, estará aquí mañana con nosotros, así que tendremos un buen show. Al equipo de producción, como dije, las gracias, y a ustedes, compañeros, recordándoles de que este show repite a las 9, pero de todas formas estaremos con ustedes mañana a la misma hora, a las 7. Tengan un bonito día todos. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
And I'm Robert Cheque Usher. If the good Lord so will be back right here tomorrow. And as we always say, hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego. Se cuidan todos.